Okay, well, we'll go in. I'll share it to my group, to your, and you'll share it to your group, and we'll get some, attract the most. Oh, there we go. And I've got a typo in it as well. Good afternoon. Good. Oh, hold on. Is it right? Is it going? I'll share it to my group. We're live. On my page, it looks like it's stopped. Hold on. I'll just. All right. Okay. We're live. Right. I'll just refresh this. Close this off. Close this off. Close that off. That's all. Right. Okay. We are live. How fantastic. Hi, Kristen. Right. We seem to have in the right space now, Bobby. I'm just going to share this to my group. This is our final in wisdom, intuition, and numerology, and that Bobby and I have been doing actually since about last November. It's been an amazing experience, and so we're here for our last session, and it's on 12/12, this special day. And it's a time of, as Bobby said, of fun, of celebration. And I was sharing with Bobby the cards I drew this morning. I asked what was it that the energy that my heart wanted to share. And I came up here with expect miracles and receive. And I just thought that was really appropriate for this time of the year, time of giving and receiving. And to actually expect the miracles, we have to open our hearts wide. As well as giving out, we need to allow that love to come right in. So welcome, Bobby, to our last show and the last abundance show for 2021. And we have this amazing 12/12 energy. So, Bobby,
I was just doing the numbers on miracles. It's the same.
Yeah.
It's the same number as the word God.
Same number as Suzie.
Yeah, the same vibration as the word Suzie.
Yes.
Yeah, it's miracles. And I mean, I would consider you a bit of a miracle story as well too, right? Everybody knows the expansion that your life had to go through. And I'd like to, of course, this energy, it's interesting how, the end of the year, it's time for reflection. We need to reflect. And the energy is like, no need to reflect. Let's have some fun. Let's just enjoy. Let's be playful. Let's focus on what we're bringing in next year, right? Was these cards came up. And if you guys don't pay attention to these cards, I don't know what you're talking about. But the vibration was expect miracles, right? I'm just going to find my thing. And then receive them. I mean, that was like, it seems pretty basic, right? But we are, I guess, the thing that you and I do, helping people to get better in the inside of their world. It's this space that says we teach people how to receive. Your work on self-love and the mirror work is just absolutely beautiful and amazing, and has really shaped a lot for inside of us. So, to be able to say this is a time for having fun and enjoying, we deserve it. We've earned it. And it's just a blessing to be here with you.
Thank you. And I just want to share something. I have a friend who's having really serious physical challenges and things. And I had sent her a deck of cards to Spain. And they didn't get delivered, or they weren't there. And this morning I received this from her. I just got, I got goosebumps from thank you. She felt so loved, and thank you. And she was then going off to play with her cards. But she said, oh my God, you have such a great brand. The cards are so next level, and the frequency they carry is amazing. Mm-hmm. And I just got absolute goosebumps through my whole body. Yep. And it's only in the last week or so, I've car parked a lot of other things I'm doing to actually come back to doing my art. I've even got a big painting outside I've been painting.
Yeah.
and to actually offer these, help more people tap into their heart and things like that through readings, because I realize it is my gift and I need to be sharing it a lot more with the world, like you do with your numerology. So that's where I'm at the moment for that. Yeah.
I'll just, and because 2021, right, we should probably talk about it and like understand it will be more into its fun and creativity and its artistry. So you moving into this creation space, it's probably a pretty good idea. Like everybody wants to do so many big, amazing, super awesome things. But what about the stuff that you're really good at that like really helps? And I mean, of course, the frequency they carry, the feeling that you get when you're appreciating them. They're like little meditation spaces that you start to look at them and it's almost like the heart is whispering to you.
Well, guess what? And guess what? The first card was that Manda drew. Now she's somebody who hasn't been taken care of at all. Me time, the me time card. So I mean, it's the cards. How do the cards know? Somebody said to me the other day, I always seem to get exactly what I need, and I said it's because you're really tapping in to that inner wisdom that you really know. So and also these are the other things I've been hiding from the world. I have a table full down there of paintings.
Wow.
And so I decided it's the 12th of the 12th. It's my birthday in under 2 weeks. So today is, after this, I'm going to launch my online gallery. So the, paintings behind me, whatever else, and I'll do it in the Zoom room so people can come in as I show things. And yes, I'll post them around the world. And I have somebody who has a love wall. She has about 15 of my paintings. I sent them to the States. She framed them all, and in her bedroom, she's got a love wall, Suzie wall. So I think it's a time of, it was one of my alignment. It was my alignment day yesterday. And the day before, I couldn't have had everything went wrong the day before. So it was getting ready for that to get really aligned with where I'm at. That's something that Bobby does. When you work with Bobby, he gives you your alignment days.
Right. Yeah. And especially your birthday's coming up. That's the ascension into your next round, right? So there's a space that's like you're shifting into your next level, which is your 4. Finally getting into your 4 energy. Like it didn't kick in until your birthday, right?
That's what you kept telling me. I didn't know that. And I thought, I'm in a 4 year. And I'm
we're in the 4 year, but you're approaching your 4 in that.
My 4. I gotta wait till next December.
Well, it's not even. Yeah, I guess the thing about it is that it's like if you're in the 3 and you're in your art and the world's in its 4, then there's a relationship to your work that says you're in your creativity. And then in the next year, when you're in your 4 and the world's in its 5, then it's in your hustle mode where you know your process. And now it's time for fast level momentum, because next year, a lot of things are breaking. And if you're in the 4, you're one of the things that are not breaking. I mean, I'd love to think that that's a space in there that says, I'm keeping solid for those around me. And that's a nice space of a 4 when everything else seems like it's falling apart. We're going to see your energy as something that's holding stable for us. It's a beautiful thing to think about.
That's amazing, isn't it? Because given the year that we've had with, dads and moving and everything else, that's really nice to know that. And actually, it's very interesting because things have been happening for us. Things have come to us that are creating more financial security and things than we've had before, which is really beautiful. And I'm having the opportunity to help more and more people. And so that's another beautiful thing as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hi, Sally. I just saw your beautiful wife on here.
Oh, nice. My wife's here. Love my Sally. You guys are very similar in your energy for sure. And you'll be seeing more of her in the new year as well too. So
really?
We're going to be filming more often. We're going to be like doing
together.
Together again. We did it in 2018 and 2019 we did was a little bit like it's I guess what happens when we started growing our family, was that the moves and the roles started to shift as we even had, 2020 energy. Sally started to really flex her wealth muscles as well and wanting to get into a creation space. And just so happens I'm in a support position this year. So for me, it was like, hey, let her take the front end, because of course this is where she wants to shine and fly. And I'm a big firm believer in the thing that don't do anything that you wouldn't do yourself. Don't tell anybody that you wouldn't to do something you wouldn't do yourself. Same thing with it is, should I take care of kids? I can do that. Should she take care of money? She can do that. Is that a man's thing or a woman's thing? Come on, of course not. You should be able to know that if you're honoring that, right? So yeah, this year's been very transformative for us. But she's excited to do things. She got lots of amazing things to say, and the stuff that is growing is just, she's become such a wisdom and a mentor to me. So this is such a cool thing. Yeah.
Hi, Kate. We've got Kate is on.
Kate,
hi, Danica.
Yeah, this is our last time we're gonna do this, guys. It's just been a really powerful set of series. And I was telling this to Sally, it's like, you mean your last time ever? And I was like, yeah, I mean, Suzie does this like 4 or 5 times a month. And the fact that you took 12 of those, for me, that's like a third of your entire broadcast season. That's just an exalted honor that we would be able to share.
No, it's been beautiful. And I'm actually not sure whether I'm going to actually continue with the Abundance Show. Just not
this
sure.
This is it for you.
Well, this is it. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like doing, I know everybody likes the color, but I like the idea of maybe doing a podcast and doing some shorter ones. And
sure.
And Des and I mean, I think it's amazing you just said that about you and Sally. Des and I have been doing these beach vibes from the beach, small things. But we're relaunching our Suzie and Des page, and we're working together on another project. And people seem to love our energy, so we're working that, and it's going to be more about digital abundance, entrepreneurs and things. But I'll be doing more of this, and the cards that I keep delaying, I feel now 2021 will be that one.
Wow, that's awesome.
It's exciting. So we decided when we were first doing this, I can see we've got about 6 people watching at the moment, and it would be good to have a few more people because we're going to be doing some readings for people. And if Absolutely. I've just said, Kate Hickey's got her arms raised in the air. Hi,
Patricia.
Patricia. Hi, Pat. How are you? And Pat and I are working together on a new project, so this is wonderful.
Wow, beautiful.
Yeah,
that's awesome. Yeah, she's a friend of ours as well. I mean, we're all in this community together, right? But it's just such a wonderful feeling.
When I met her, when probably about the same time I met you, she reached out because I was an artist. Yep. And so hi, Nicola. Oh, it looks like we have getting to have an abundance of people on here, Bobby. Yep. So we will now so for those of you who've just come on, these were the cards I drew this morning. Now, what we normally do on this show is I normally do a little meditation to get us all into the space. And then I'm going to do readings one by one for people. And Bobby's going to bring in his wisdom with the cards that come out. Does that sound about right? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, we're going to do,
we'll maybe have to do one of these a year or something because we have so much fun together.
Oh, okay. Absolutely, yeah.
Everybody, hands on your heart. Yeah. And take in a deep breath. And one more deep breath. And I want you to open up your crown chakra and just allow that light that's surrounding your whole body, your light and your love, to come in through your crown chakra. And it's cleansing as it comes down through your third eye. There, let go of anything that maybe is troubling you or disturbing you. Into your throat chakra, where this is the time for you to make sure the words that you're speaking to yourself are kind, are powerful, and will help you step into your light. So often some of the words we speak hold us back. And then let that light come down and settle in your heart. I'm just going to settle in your heart for a minute and think of anything that you don't want to carry into 2021. And just put all those thoughts or words, or it might be lack of not being enough, of letting go of everything that maybe holds you back. And it might be some digital clutter. I know for me it is, as well as some physical clutter. Or we've got a couple of 3 weeks now to the end of the year. This is a time to release all of those things. So we're not carrying what we don't want. We're not looking behind us, we're looking forward. And in front of you, there is a selection of rainbow balloons. And I want you to allow all those thoughts, words, to just drop into a balloon. There's a blue one and a pink one, purple, green, yellow, orange. And once you've filled all the balloons with what you no longer want, allow that to just drift off into the clouds, into the sky. And you find yourself now you're sitting inside your heart on a crystal dome. And in front of you appears a beautiful white screen. And onto that screen, I want you to now put yourself, the future you, the you that's stepping into 2021, the things that you desire, how you're going to feel, how you're going to look. See that confident person standing there. You might see yourself, this might be your year for speaking, sharing your story, the story that changed your life, that might give other people so much hope. You see yourself with your family, your friends. You might be attracting the perfect love relationship, stepping into the magic, that something that Bobby and I share in our relationship with our partners. Think of the weird places maybe when we can travel again that you're going to be able to go to. The people you're going to work with. Might be the paintings you're going to make. See that all up on the screen. And I want you to feel into it. So it's almost, you can almost touch it. It's real. And breathe in deeply. And now as that screen goes blank, bring those feelings into your heart. These are the feelings we're going to step forward with into 2021. And now just take in another deep breath. And when you're ready, just open your eyes. Okay. Now we're going to choose some people who would like to have a reading. Let me just pull up my phone.
I forgot that I was on this Zoom. That was so beautiful. I just wrote beautiful in the comments.
Oh, that's right. Oh, thank you.
Yeah, that was absolutely amazing.
It's,
Namaste, Kate.
Thank you. I never know what's coming. It's just whatever comes as I close my eyes and tap into whatever energy is there. And I'd just like to say, for those people who haven't had a reading with me, and you get your own tailored meditation that you can take away as well. So that's something to be aware of. I don't seem to be getting comments on here.
Yeah, I got comments. Nicholas says, I love that. Kristen would love one reading.
Oh, all right. Okay. So, hi, Patricia. Yeah, we love you too. Now, so I've got, is Kristen would like a reading? Kristen's just recently got my cards. Right. Okay. So, Kristen, tap into your heart and think about maybe this, I'm sort of saying this reading is an early sort of focus for 2021. So whatever comes up first might be a focus card as well. So we ask for the reading for Kristen to be for her highest good, to guide her on a path to prosperity, is what I just heard there. And that's a prosperity of money, a prosperity of love, whatever.
It's both. It has to be, and also freedom. Because I'm looking at her name, right? And then you see the numbers inside as you pull the deck. She's a very powerful person. There's a strong entrepreneur in there. There's an artist in there. And there's also a very powerful wealth mechanism inside of her. But then there's too much stuff on one plate. So there's going to be feelings of overwhelm. Like, I don't know how to do this. I know I can do this, but I can't do this. And this is, I guess, a great time, Kristen, if you would have a middle name. And that would probably help if we would make because you're like, oh, prosperity. Should we not bring in alignment? You know, if you're going to get a reading, I would give you a gift and say, we should probably do something to your name to create the value that is being put in. But just like two people going into a doorway at the same time, it doesn't fit. So we have to organize it in such a way, right?
This is your card, Kristen. Imagine. So this would follow on from the meditation of take time to picture your life as you really, really desire it. So from this card, it sounds like, and what Bobby's saying, it sounds like too many, overwhelmed. And when we're not really clearly focused on what we truly want, so my example would be just recently in journaling came back to me was the path I'm on now is a journey to freedom. And it's freedom for me, it's freedom for the people who work with. And this is what came about when I first came online, 2007. My first blog was called The Abundance Highway. The tagline was Journey to Freedom. And when I got sick and things, I think I put that all away. But it came back through my own journaling. So that's the path I'm on now. So I'm working with Des on this, and then I'm working through my art and my heart work. But I was trying to do a lot of other things, so I needed to car park. One of my mentors calls it car parking, to put all those other things away because at the moment there isn't room for them.
I was doing the numbers on Imagine, and it's the same number as alchemy. Alchemy is the same. Really? Alchemy is the same word as the word work, and these are the same three numbers that you see in the word God. So this is a very powerful, circle around this word. Imagination is also a quality of saying, let's build it. It's not a mystical thing. So just because you may have a lot of things going on doesn't mean you won't get to build them. It's just saying, hey, one at a time, park it for now. And then of course, through what I would offer you is to say, hey, what's your middle name? What are we working with? If there's another letter in there, because if I can put something to your name or we can align it, Kristen on its own is amazing. Knight on its own is equally powerful. Two at the same time makes us feel like there's something missing. But I would also appreciate this, guys, just so you know, what I do is I help people find an alignment in their name. So through the work of numerology, we measure what your name says, and then we see, does this satisfy you, or are you feeling like, wow, that's true, it's not the way I want it to be? And so that's why I would offer you an initial or a name. If you'd like to keep your name, it's beautiful.
So she put in her middle name, which
Marie.
is
Okay,
Marie.
So let's see what I can do. Kristen Marie, right? Maree. So how about if I do Marie like this? M. There's something missing there. Ma. So Kristen Ma Knight. This is the closest one to your name that actually works really, really powerfully. And then we would write it like this. So Kristen Ma Knight. And there are other cool things you can do, like Christina M Knight, right? It's a little bit of another. See how the vibe sort of shows up like that. There are ways to make your name aligned for you, but when we put those vibrations together, if it's not the letter M, it's something else. But you get this vibration again of godlike power, which gives us a really strong indication of who you are and what you're here to do. You must be of some level of massive quality. I'd like to think, in order to really picture this out, we would want your birthday in order to read that correctly. So if you are willing to do that, I'd love to share that with you. But I would say your imagination is a little bit more credit worthy than you may give it. So when the card's pulling it up and says, hey, you should imagine, I'm like, don't write that off. That word imagination, it actually has a result to it, which is in your favor towards wealth.
I think, seeing I know a bit about Kristen, I think you might be onto something there. So thank you, Bobby. Yep. Right, that's beautiful. Now I've got 2 more people I can see at the moment who have asked for a reading. So unless Kristen has any feedback on that, or you can come back to Bobby, and I will be talking about how you can continue to work with this at the end.
Yeah, just follow me on Facebook, and I do my show every weekend on Sundays in Australia morning, and then afternoon on Saturdays on 4:44 Pacific Standard Time is when I do my exclusive live mastermind. So we just hang out. So it's an hour conversation every week. So by all means, you guys are more than welcome to watch me too.
And you're doing a reading, a 12/12 reading tomorrow?
Well, yeah, because tomorrow is 12:12 in my time zone. So
yeah, in your time zone.
Yeah, exactly. Right. So it's still the 11th.
What time are you actually doing it?
Well, it's 4:30ish around on Pacific Standard Time on Saturday afternoon. So in Australian time, it's gonna be Sunday morning. So I'm not sure what the difference is, but yeah, it's somewhere in there. I know you're up early.
I'm up early tomorrow. I'm actually not. I'm actually out tomorrow.
There you go.
That's okay, but I will get round to catching some more of it. So I've got here, Kate would like a reading, and Sonia. So I'll do Kate first. So Kate, tap into your heart and take in a deep breath. We ask for this reading for Kate to give her clarity and direction on her next step for 2021.
It's Kate's a friend of mine, and it's your year next year, Kate. Like, you're in a 5 next year. It's your life path 5. Okay, so this is like you, unless I have the wrong Kate, which would be really horrible because it's one Kate Hickey. Kate, yeah. But yeah, the vibration inside of next year for you is massive, which means have a lot of fun, creating a lot of success inside of your space, and also like it's closely related to your exploration and the value of you doing things that you don't usually do. So just to be fair on that, I'm expecting big things from you. Okay, like for sure.
Too many of them fell on the floor, so I got distracted. I'll shuffle again.
Whoops. Too many cards want to come at you. It's like the universe is just giving you too much cards.
Yeah. Part 5. Okay. Oh, right. This is your year of love. This is your year to really, Kate, to really own the love that you have for yourself. Yeah, Kate's an entrepreneur, if I'm not wrong. Is that right, Bobby?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Feel the love within you. Allow it to say, I love you, and give yourself an inner namaste. Put your hands in prayer position and bring them to there. So what I'm seeing with that card is there's a bit more work to do on that self-love. And I mean, Bobby's an interesting case of when I first started doing a reading for him. He probably at that point didn't think he needed self-love, but he discovered that that was one of the things that might have been holding him back from really shining, because he's been really shining this last year.
Thank you.
If it's not something you do regularly, one of the first things I say to people is when you wake up in the morning, just lying in bed, just say, I love you. I love you, Kate. And feel your body tingle. You've got to get that feeling of love right inside. And if you don't regularly do mirror work, which a lot of people don't, because they don't like standing in front of a mirror and saying, I love you, I really love you. But it really does make, I have a mirror here, have one in your handbag. And the main thing is to look into your eyes. And the more you do that, the more abundance you will call in. I know it mightn't seem right, but it does. And that helps you then on this journey to freedom.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, as you're saying this, I'm looking at your chart, Kate, and there are small self-love numbers, inverted self-love numbers. This is not uncommon. This is why what Suzie does is very powerful, because it's almost like you need a deck of cards in order to communicate to your heart now, because we're not listening. And so these vibrations are like, if you still yourself, then you can get a chance to see that. And I'd like to think, there's a lot of joy and fun and creation of that next year. And inside of your spaces, you deserve it. I know it's easier to not feel and to go outside of the emotion because they can be a bit tough, right? But the vibration I'd like to think is, hey, you're growing too. You get a chance to grow as well. So don't forget about that part.
That's right. And these cards, which a couple of friends of mine have dubbed the Essential Entrepreneurs Toolkit, if you use each day, they really empower you, and they're sort of like they tap into the energy that you want. It's like I've got friends who just bought the cards, and they'll send me a message saying, what I got spoke to me this morning. It was just what I needed. And I also share now cards each day in the Creative Entrepreneur, my group.
Yeah,
you can tap into
beautiful message. You gotta, oh man, there's a wonderful. If you guys don't know, it's like a daily reading. It's like a daily like a card call. And I appreciate you doing that. That's a wonderful thing.
So so that's it. So if you're in Australia, I can still get some to you before Christmas. Overseas, maybe.
You got to send me a supply, and then that way I can ship them over for you. And then around the States.
That's a thought. Right. Okay. Or maybe I can get them printed in the States.
Exactly. And then that way, there's a good thing to do there.
Yeah, because it costs too much for me to get them printed there and bring them back here. And,
right.
But my picture is, this is 2021. Somebody will say, those cards of Suzie's are so good. And somebody will pick them up so that they can be distributed at an amazing price to around the world. So that's one of my visions. I've always had this vision that somebody like Hay House or somebody would pick them up so all that gets taken out of my hands.
Beautiful.
Yeah. So the next person, I don't know whether I can't. Am I going to Kate? Did Kate have any? Did that speak to her?
We had Kate. And then also
right. I think So I've got next. I've got Oh, thank you. Yes, sister. Thank you. Oh, I am trying to improve my self-love and abundance.
Yeah.
Interesting, Kate. Yeah. She's in my group, so I often see her in there. But yeah, that's interesting.
I would offer that you're not trying to improve. More is that's a part of you that's growing. That's the part of you that's growing inside of you. It's a beautiful thing. Yeah, we got Nicola 1 and 1, Danica, Patricia.
Okay, I've got Sonia. Sonia, are you still on? Nicola,
Yeah, sure.
Danica. And I think I have your mother here watching. Is that right?
Yeah, my mom was here as well too. I'm not sure if she's
Yeah.
still here or not, but if you are here, Mom, let me know. Love to say that. Yep.
We should do one next year, one time where we bring people on. We'd be here all day, wouldn't we?
Well, I mean,
We
for
might
me, those
just,
are like, yeah, I do those, and it takes like 3 to 4 hours. So yeah, it is an
we
event.
might do something special. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay, Sonia, I better speed up. Sonia, tap in here, tap into your heart. We ask that your angels, your ascended masters are walking with you here to allow, freedom's what's come up for me, Sonia, for you. It's maybe this is your path to freedom that you're seeking. Sonia is new to me.
Sonia's one of my clients, and yes, freedom, obviously, like that's huge. She's like a very juggernaut energy of power and creation, and this is a very strong woman, and freedom is like the only place for you. So this, and of course, for you, next year is also your year. It's a breakthrough, breakout year for you to be in alignment with your true essence. It's like breaking free, especially after a year like this, which makes us feel like we've got to reflect and learn stuff. Next year, it's going to be a bit more of that healthy level of chaos, right?
And look at the card that's come out again, and I shuffled and shuffled and I juggled them around. So we've got the love card again. So Sonia, this says to me that you still have a little bit of work to do on your self-love that will help you move towards that freedom that you really desire. And one of the things I'd love to know is, do you actually do daily love self-work? Do you do that when you wake in the morning and you're there and you say, welcoming the day? You might do prayers. I do Ho'oponopono, and give yourself a big hug and feel those tingles going through. And if you don't do that, start the mirror work. A lot of people say, I can't do that. I can't stand in front of a mirror. It takes time, but the more you do it, the more you love yourself. So, and that just goes, you would stand there, Sonia, and say, I love, and look into your eyes, really important. I love you. I really love you.
I go through a few of them. I have the way it works for me. I love myself, I love me, I love you written on my mirror. So I read things like I love me. I read things like I love you. I read things like I love myself. And then of course things I love my wife, I love my kids, I love my family, I love my dog, I love everyone. And the space is that space that says, but for me, I love myself. I love me. And even if I'm looking at it and then I look at myself, it's hard sometimes. Sometimes you can't even find yourself if you look at you. It's strange. And so sometimes you got to close it a little bit and feel that I love myself. And of course, this is huge because second time now we're seeing another life path 5. And what are you guys doing here? Because this is about, like the creation of your heart, your whispering and all this stuff, that love, and you're bringing it with you it's because the universe wants to show you what you're mastering next. I believe that we can't all just be crushers and drivers of wealth and forget about loving ourselves. It's not going to, it's not going to last very long. You'll find exhaustion, right?
Yes. So she's working on it. So it obviously, you did speak to her. Nicola is the next person.
Hey, Nicola. Another one of my friends.
Hi, Nicola. Hands on your heart. Taking a deep breath. And we ask this reading for Nicola to be for her highest good, and allow her angels and her inner wisdom to guide her. I just heard on a new path to freedom.
Nice.
I'm not sure whether. Okay. Let's see what's coming out. So people wonder, I listened when to stop. This one said split it in half. So I was splitting in half. We're going to see what the top one is. Top one is, this card doesn't come up very often. The card is smile. When you wake with a smile on your face, you greet the day with gratitude and love. So that message, there was times where I wonder why I put this card in, but people love it. And it's to remind us that to be grateful for ourselves, but to actually have that daily gratitude practice. If we are grateful each day, we will call in more of the freedom we want, whether it's financial freedom, time freedom. And sometimes we forget.
Yeah.
I sometimes forget. I know. I don't always do my gratitude journal every night. But when I do, my life improves. And with gratitude comes love. With love comes more abundance. With abundance comes freedom. So
Smile.
Smile. Yeah.
When I see your, I mean, and again, a friend of mine is my Life Path 11 buddy, and Nicola, I know there's two versions of you. There's two sides to you. There's the big side of you, and then there's the part that feels small because of how much you're taking on of other people, whether it be you're working hard or you're loving too hard, you give too, or you worry too much for others. But there's so much of this mastery love inside of you that it's like you've definitely diminished yourself in the process. And this is something that I know very dearly to myself because we're always looking for everyone else. Is her birthday month she's a couple of days before you on the 22nd. And
right. Oh, okay.
Yeah, and since our first time we had our session in 2019, it was beginning of 2019, I've started using the letter M for Mary. Okay, so Nicola M. Farrell, okay, is actually a value that you can use. I mean, it's not the most powerful thing available for you yet, but it will help you outside of Nicola Farrell. I know we talked about other letters, and it's a bit strange to do that. So just wanted to put that out there for you. Or Nicola Mary F. will also, I think it'll work. Don't quote me on that. No, it won't. But Nicola M. Farrell will. Okay, so your middle initial is good. It's just the base that you're building first. And back then I wouldn't use that. Like, oh, you don't want the low, you don't want that side. But I've come to a new respect for that vibration that says, no, this is her name. And it also offers you mastery and power. Nicola M. Farrell. You should take that with you into your new year. Because of course, here you are, Nicola Farrell. And that's the thing that I have. This is the word inspire. Okay, like the vibration of the word inspire is Nicola Farrell. And the vibration of the word inspired. That's Nicola M. Farrell. Like literally, like you look at me, show you my screen. We're gonna connect with you. I'll send you a screenshot, okay? Just remind me, you message me, Nicola, I'll show you. But there is either an inspire or you have been inspired. And there's like a space that you're really growing. And I know that you're a powerful woman. You know you are. So much love in there. It's too much. And I know, right? So please have a great 2021.
Yeah, and give yourself the love.
Please.
You're giving a lot. Yeah, you're giving a lot of it out.
Yeah.
And you're not giving enough to yourself. No. I can feel it. From what Bobby's just said. Yeah. What is the word smile? What is
smile? Can I try it? Let me try word smile. Okay, let me just see here. Let's go. 584. So if you were to appreciate the word princess is the same word. There's actually a few in there. I wonder if I can find some more with that word 584. And it's a bit of a mislead because 584 is more of a drive energy. Yeah, the word inspired. So if you were to put that in there, the same word smile is actually the same word as the word inspired. So it's really, really cool when you put that thing together. So let's go put that smile. And then I'm creating a catalog of these, so I'm going to write them down. How about smiling?
Oh, that's going to be interesting. Yeah. Action word. Oh, they're both action words.
Yeah, it's a 922. It's a very powerful word. Yeah, and connection with others. So it's love that you give. The smile is love that you give. That's so good. Yeah.
A smile. That is, we often think of, I always smile at people walking on the beach.
Right.
A lot of people have got their head down and never smile.
Yeah.
So if we're sending a smile, we're sending love. I love that. That is brilliant.
True. Smiling is sending love to the person you're smiling at. Okay, who's next?
Danica, I think. Was it Danica?
Danica. Woo, Danica, what's up? Danica's a powerful being. So I'm inspired for your next year. Let me just pull your chart up. There you go.
Okay, Danica. Tap in, hands on your heart. Take in a deep breath. Allow your angels and guides to be with you. They want it. Oh, they have a message for you. So let's see what this message is. And I'd be interested to know, Danica, if you actually talk to your angels and guides, because we all have them. Sometimes we don't allow them in. Oh, there's a card. Look, you see here, there's this card sticking here. Let's see what this is. Me time. There's a lot of love stuff coming out today.
Well, Danica is also the word for love too.
Ah, it is. Well, me time is your resting heart delights as each day you make time exclusively just for you. So I got this sense that your guides and your angels have got messages for you. So I'm curious as to whether each day, whether it's for 5-10 minutes, you actually sit in that stillness and call them in. So when I said today, I asked what question I asked was, what's the energy that my heart wants to share with the world today? And then I listen for my guides and my angels. And I know sometimes we get busy and we forget about it. And on Thursday, I met with a friend on the beach, and she said, and I wasn't feeling aligned or anything. I don't know. Just I had that things just went wrong. And she arrived. She said, I've got a message for you. You've got to be present. You're not being present. So it's really interesting to tap into what that energy and wisdom is.
You know, me time with in congruence with your chart, Danica, and I just spoke recently, is this time of conclusion and the end of a 9-year space. This is the you go through your things you within you, the things about you, and do I love them? Do I take them with me, or do I love them and let them go and donate them, recycle them, move them out? But that me time is that honoring of everything you are, in order to know if this is something that evolves with you, or if it's time now that you spend with it before it's over, because this is a time of conclusion for you. Well, as of your birthday, 2021, it's like coming to a draw, right? It's that space of end.
Fascinating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just want to say hi to Jason. My brother just sent me this beautiful gem.
Oh, wow. Look at that.
It is so gorgeous.
That
so
is
gorgeous.
Amazing. What a beautiful
brilliant. It just
amethyst.
fits right in there. It just fits right in there. And it's just such a treasured piece. It made it across the world, my man. I appreciate you and I love you, bro.
Is he from Australia?
West side, West Coast. West Coast,
right. Hi, Jason.
Or north. I'm not sure if it's west or north. But west is WA.
Danica says thank you. So I'm hoping that touched onto your heart.
Absolutely, Danica.
I'm just scrolling back. Was there anybody else who was watching who did desire a reading?
Yeah, Danica, please don't take it for granted. I mean, like, the reason why Susie's so amazing, right? She's like, we talked about this. We talked about you taking this time for yourself and doing things for you, and that was a big part of our conversation. Yeah, well, of course. I mean, this is the cycle she's in. So the card, when it says me time, I'm just like, doing, right? Because of course, and she's a very powerful energy woman, and so I would appreciate, you need to leave some things behind, and a bunch of me time, love myself time is going to be just what the doctor ordered.
You and me in the same space at the moment, Danica. Interesting. Now I've scrolled back here. Have I missed anybody?
Let's see. I'm pretty sure my mom's not with us anymore here, so she's probably out of the live. But if you're here, Mom, would love to say hi to you. I think there might have been Sonia was here. Positive talk. You need that. Absolutely. I think we got everyone. Maybe I'm thinking.
Nobody else was there. No, Pat. Anybody? Nope. That looks like it. Okay, now I need to do one for Bobby.
I would appreciate that. 2021, it's going to be a really powerful time for us all. And I'm
Okay,
hearing
buddy, tap
something.
into your heart. I'm getting something similar I had before. There's really allow your guides. Your guides have some
I got
power,
my phone coming on. Just give me 1 second just to answer it.
right? Okay, Bobby, tap into your heart space. So the message I'm just getting, there's a special, you've got a new guide who's coming into your life. No idea who, but that's what I just got. Well, this is interesting. I just got a message, go 1, 2, 3 down.
Okay, let's do it.
Allow yourself to receive.
Yes.
Yeah. That opening your heart and be receiving of the love that is you and surrounds you. And I feel you are doing that, but there's this, I just got this sense, there's a guide, a new guide. Oh, I know who your new guide is. Your grandfather.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I just goosebumps, Bobby. Absolute goosebumps. He's going to walk with you now because you I read your post the other day. So obviously very close. So he's your new guide. And yeah, very moving. Does that make sense?
Oh yeah, for sure. I definitely am open to receive. And that's I like to think that was the hard work this year, was feeling worthy and receiving, and of that value that I'm bringing to others. I did so much inner work this year, and when I see it now, it no longer gives me an anxiety to think that I'm worthy of receiving the things that the beauty of the world, the beauty of what we see.
Acceptance. It's that self-worth and that self-acceptance that you've really come to. So powerful. Absolutely. So Pat said she would like one. This will be the last one. Okay. Right, Pat, tap into your heart. And Pat has just received my cards this week. So Pat, just hand on your heart and breathe in. It's got the number 6. I don't know what that means.
See, I have Pat, I've got your stuff here too. Let me find it.
Here she goes. Trust. Calm comes when you let go of the struggle, listen to and trust the whispers of your heart. And that message is for you for each day to sit in that silence and ask what your heart wants you to know. And to breathe, to really breathe deeply.
Patricia, I'm just going to do yours. I'm going to give you a quick little a feeling into your, just trying to find my spreadsheet here so I can write your stuff out. And we'll quickly do yours as well too. So next year's going to be a lot of fun for you. You know this. Oh man, this is going to be so good. Can I just try this? I want to see if I can put you back on here. And then let's take a look at this one as well. And then the chart. Yeah, it's too bad we couldn't fix your, actually, I guess it really didn't, it was a challenge for you to change your name on Facebook, but the vibration, I guess, we're going in through next year for you is to really trust that exploration process. This is your jam, is to do something new, to feel into that power. And it surrounds around love, which is all you need. and that love that all you need, it brings the right people together to you. Not everyone's willing to stand up and to say something or to do. There's a value inside of that you bring to there. So I would hope that, you know, when, and especially when we look at the vibration of the word fighter is inside of your vibe that says you, I like to think a crown for Susie's work is, do we fight for ourselves? Do we even fight for us? And inside of you, I'd like to think next year is the time for you to say, yeah, you know what, I do, because for Tricia is the year 5. It's a vibration of the year 5. So it'll be nice.
Time for her to put herself first.
Well, of course, that I believe is probably the thing that all of us are doing here is if we want access to abundance, because abundance is happening, whether you like, it's already abundant. It's whether we're owning it and accepting it, receiving it and working with it, or do we feel like we're outside of the party because we're not good enough? I'm like, where do you get that from? Like, oh this happened to me as a kid. And so that, of course, we have to reclaim this stuff, right? But yeah, I like to think we're all God's children in perfect quality. So next year we should express more fun and a lot less worry because the world's going in a funny direction, guys.
This is true. This is true. Okay, so thank you. Right. Danica says, amen.
Yeah.
Okay, right. As we close off now, Bobby, do you want to share how people can continue to work with you?
Yeah, well, I guess the easiest way to get a hold of me right now is through Facebook. You just kind of follow my page and I'll be there every week with you guys when we're doing this. Sooner or later, you're going to find my website, createloveandwealth.xyz. Definitely recommend that you come in with me to at least start to see what this could be for you. This could be something in there. This new direction in your life next year has changed. So there's a value in that. And I'm Susie, based on what we just did today, we got to do a few of these next year. Okay, it'll be a little bit more.
Yeah, well, it'll have its site. We won't be based on 12-12 or 11-11, but we will do a couple because
you feel it, you know.
I was just thinking, oh, I'm going to miss this.
I know.
Yeah, so
well, I'll have you on my show next year. You can come and be a guest on my place as well too. So.
Right, and I'm looking at doing. I still probably focus on abundance thing, but I'm much more on this journey to freedom and bringing in the creative, helping other people tap that creativity, because that creativity within you helps you bring in more abundance, helps you bring in more love. So there'll be more of this. I'll announce in January, but just so people know, I was going to do something that I think was a bit too complicated for me. And I want to do something simple, so it'll be some sort of Susie's inner circle or creativity circle or something like that, where we'll do like a monthly masterclass in a membership, in a private membership group. And at the moment, I'm focusing on helping anybody who really wants to tap into that, the next 12 months and where your focus is. And just message me. I've just put a page together where you can look at what a 12-month reading looks like, whether this is something that you want to do as a one-off thing. And some people come back to me to do the 12-month reading, and then we do like a monthly alignment, like a top-up. So we look at where it's going. So that's what I'm offering at the moment. And
my month, because this is it for my 12-month reading. I'm going to get another one. This month for me was expect miracles.
How amazing! How amazing is that? I'll just show you what this was. What mine? So mine is dream big, and sometimes I think I haven't been dreaming big. But this is, so we do it with crystals, and I use, which I haven't got here, I use my pendulum, which the first time I did a reading for Bobby said to me, oh, I think you could use a pendulum. So I use pendulum. I choose crystals that go with this. And so this is where it started up here, and it goes round like this. Wow. And this is my dream big.
Beautiful.
And So, and then, you know, you can have it in a journal. Bobby suggested a calendar. I've looked at the calendar thing, and when I've got a graphic artist or a graphic digital assistant, I looked at doing a calendar for everybody with your cards, and I thought I definitely need an assistant. So that will be for next year.
Beautiful.
But you can if you've got the cards, and I will, if anybody is booking a reading in with me and they don't have the cards, I will. You have to message me on that because it's not a standard price, because I have to ship them to wherever in the world. So we'll work. I will work that out with you as well. So probably the best thing at the moment is message me. I will put some links under here. People who want to experience what I experience every day, join the Creative Entrepreneurs. I want to now give a big thank you to Bobby, who we have shared this together for over 12 months. It's, you know, we are lucky we've actually met in person. And when we can travel again, we will meet again. But it's just, for me, it's been something I look forward to each month. And I just love the energy we have together. So thank you so much, Bobby. I really love you.
I appreciate you, and I love you too, Suzie. It's been an absolute honor sharing this space. And I know next year we'll do more stuff together, but I'm proud of you for going through your transition, moving to onto bigger and better things as well. The Abundance Show has just been a beautiful space for me, and I appreciate having it. I've taken all the episodes that I've been on, and I made it into a playlist on my website. So people are going to be able to find this and then find our version of our podcast. It's a wonderful series. So it's just a beautiful time to share with you guys. And please follow Suzie, all my friends. You need to know this woman, and all of anybody who wants to follow me. I'd love to have you guys in my audience.
Yeah. Same. We're expanding and attracting more people who are our people.
Right.
People who do want what we talk about. This. That was on the bottom of the card. I've tried to pull this one for thing. So yeah, freedom. So here's for everybody on their journeys to freedom. Thank you again, everybody. I love you all and for being here. And let's all dream big as we move forward into 2021. And remember, of course, love yourself into abundance. Namaste.
Take care, guys.